Hello everyone, this is the Golden Lock Picker, and I'm back at you here with another lock in the vise today. What I have for you guys today is a treat. This is another tiny lock in that tiny lock series. It's actually a master lock number 7. This is not a lock you're normally going to find a lot of out in the retail market. This is something I actually ordered through a distributor, so we can actually see that is a master lock. And it shows it's a number 7 in red, and it's also stamped right here, number 7. It is a laminated padlock, and it is a 4-pin core. It's actually got a pretty decent bitting on there, surprisingly, for a master lock. A little tight keyway though, and we can see it does work. It is shimmable, obviously, but we're more interested in the picking aspect of it. One of the reasons that I wanted to show this to you is it is currently ranked on lpubelts.com as a white belt, actually the same as a master lock number 3, which is really interesting. So for comparison and size purpose, you can see that master lock number 3, this is what you normally find at a big box store, it dwarfs this thing. This is a fairly small lock compared to a number 3. Also, the construction is just a little bit different. You notice in the rivet structure there, this one having 6, this one only having 5, and then on the bottom here they both only have 4. The other thing too is you'll notice that the core itself is much smaller. So while the keyway may look similar to some degree as a master lock number 3, these are actually more warded. So what do I mean by that? What I'm talking about is this section right here on a number 3. You can see it leans sideways, so it gives you plenty of room to actually stick a pick in here and manipulate those pins. Whereas over here, that corner comes straight over and there's a sharp edge, and this part of the warding right here comes straight over. There isn't that lean to it like the other one. So it's actually very similar to the Abus laminated steel padlock, only flipped or mirrored. It's a little bit more paracentric to some degree, I guess you could call that. So it does make picking a little bit challenging, just trying to get your pick into there. So actually a master lock number 3, ironically, would be easier to pick than this one, just because of how small the keyway is and how tight of a space you would be working in. The other thing I probably want to show, just for reference, since we had this lock in the tiny lock series, we had that 5530 in a previous video. So let's go ahead and take this out. You can actually see that this master lock number 7 is fairly similar in size to that. It's basically almost identical in its size, at least from the sides of its body there and shackle. They're fairly similar. Obviously, this one being a lot more secure and having security pins in it. This one definitely having just standard pins, but definitely a very tight warding. Actually, ironically enough, more so than the Abus 5530, but the 5530 having security pins. So we'll go ahead and put that lock away here out of frame. And today we'll be picking through this using Jimy Long's tools. We'll be using stuff from the starter set, the bottom of the keyway, top of the keyway turner in 30 thousandths. And then we'll also be using the short flat hook from the starter set in 23 thousandths. So I'll be using top of the keyway tension to try to pick this here. If I do happen to drop my turner as we're opening this up, I think we should still be okay, because I don't think this core is sprung. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, looks like we got a little click on 2, or a fairly big click actually. Getting a little tap on 3. Okay, we've got 1 on 4. Gonna work our way to the front here. Just gonna see if we can get a tap on 1. It's gonna be a bit tight. We'll see what we can do here. Got a little bump on it. Probably using a little more tension than I need to. We'll see what we can do here. Oh, hopefully I didn't lose my tension there. Trying to balance that with my pick as the tensioner now. There we go. Okay. Hopefully we didn't drop anything. And there we go. Just needed to tap one and we got that over. All right. So you can see there we got full control of that cylinder turned over. Flip it back. There we go. So that's the master lock number 7. It's actually a little bit more tricky, not because of the pins, but more of just that tight wording. It's actually pretty difficult to kind of get a pick in there. Obviously, I've got these other picks that are skinnier than that, but I intentionally picked this lock with that starter set toolkit because I really want to, you know, go through these ones that are at that white belt, yellow belt, and even some of the orange belt level, just to make sure that it's like, you know, with a simple Jimy long set where you just have one turner, bottom of the keyway, top of the keyway turner like this, and a simple 23 thousandths pick and a 23 thousandths rake, that you could get through all of these locks. And so far, up until this point, they've actually been serving me really, really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got more tiny locks coming up for you in the future here. Some ones that are definitely not ranked. Way smaller than even some of these guys. So they'll be coming up. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And catch you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.